All hail the Raku. All hail the highest. What's going on, fam? It's your man VKJ. We are here with the first reactions to season 5, episode 1. Man, oh man, oh man. I'm gonna bring on the Ruthless addict, Tika Deshawn. All praise the highest. You are on mute. You muted yourself this time.
What we not gonna do is praise no damn Rakuda this early in the morning because that shit was creepy as hell. I'm sorry I'm cussing, but this new episode, oh my god. Y'all, if y'all have not watched this episode, oh my god. And then the second one, listen, go ahead, Jay. My bad. I'm trying to get my brain cells back together.
I know.
This shit was crazy.
Listen, family, I know it's late and early at the same time. But we have decided to come before you, whether you're watching it live or on the replay. We talking about this first episode and a little bit of the second that we watched. But yeah, what'd you think about the whole? You hear the music in the background?
I hear it. I feel like I'm about to walk into the light right about now. Turn it.
Relax, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Welcome, family. Welcome to the first reactions to season 5, episode 1. I am VKJ. This is Tika Deshawn of all things Ruthless. Let me make sure I put our names up there for the new folks. So, what is your first impression? And shout out to everybody that's coming through on a late night, early morning. What's your first impression of the first episode? And I hear you knocking your desk again.
Got the mic in my hand. But I mean, as far as what you want, like a rating or like just a overall.
Your first impression.
My first impression was, what the hell am I watching? I felt like I felt like I knew who was the hitter. I kept thinking about it over and over. And we'll get to that. But just overall, I was like, this thing is crazy. Ruthless has come back literally more ruthless than we've ever seen it. And that's just my personal opinion. But from the shenanigans with Obadiah to everything that we're gonna see with how everybody ends up back on the compound, because that was the biggest question. How they get on the compound? Oh, we gonna find out in episode 1 how they ended up back on the compound.
Right. So episode 1 opens up where they left off. And again, this is, if you haven't seen it, family, we're going to talk briefly about a couple of things that we saw in the first episode. You do see on the thumbnail, spoiler warning. So if you haven't seen it yet, go watch it, come back, watch the replay. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Late Night Raku After Dark.
What up, Ron?
Ron Walker. So look, I guess our prediction came true that we said it was either Daikon or the sharpshooter that shot down your girl, Bridget, right? We did say that, didn't we? Right.
Well, we said it, but it was you know which one who really shot her, right?
It was Daikon, right? Oh no, I know later. That's in the second episode, right? That was in the second episode.
Who was revealed? Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's in the second episode. But we know that who ran up on him was Daikon,
right,
and the guys, right? So that prediction came true, right? That prediction came true. And we knew that was going to happen because they already got the picks for it. So I'm just going through the picks. But man, what do you think about? Just tell me your thoughts. Tell me your thoughts. What comes to mind?
I'm just finally excited we get somebody give a damn about Lilo. I'm just happy. I'm just I'm just happy somebody cares about Lilo
Right.
because we
The
get to see
cartel.
the cartel come
Yeah.
looking for Lilo. We also find out that one of the cartel members is Lilo's
Yeah.
brother. So Lilo was a part of the cartel, even though we thought he was lying. Lilo ass was really a part of the cartel.
He
Now I don't
was.
know about him being the governor's son, but the whole cartel, he's definitely a part of it.
Yeah, so he lied about the senator being a senator's son,
Yeah, senator. Okay, yeah.
but he didn't lie about being connected to the cartel. And that's
Mm-mm.
the way that they got their money anyway, right? So we know
Right.
the cartel's real, but for them to show up, be popping at the FBI, I wasn't expecting that.
What?
I
At
wasn't
all.
expecting the introduction of the cartel to be, yeah, we here for the money. And then you got this girl, Key, that's her name, Key.
Hmm.
Yeah, we here to take out the highest, finally take out the highest. I'm like, damn, she has an agenda, right?
Right. Right.
Oh man. And then they caught her ass. So man. This whole thing is crazy. The way they got back on the campus, though, that's the most important thing. I think everybody wants to talk about that. So we see that Ruth rolls up on this bus and they are chanting, "We are the Rakatushi." Oh my God.
Not the music. Not the music.
We are the Rakatushi. Crazy. What'd you think about that whole bus scene, man? Her
Yeah,
going crazy.
the babies are brainwashed, and I'm sure. I mean, I don't know if in her normal mind, poor Callie recognized her mama, but it was just like, okay, mama, who? Because the old Callie would have ran and tried to get to her mama, but this one right here, she was in a whole other zone. She was in a whole other zone. And
Brainwashed.
we are going to get introduced to Obadiah by standing outside of the bus. So that's going to be the very first moment for us to see Obadiah. Because
Right,
everybody
right,
was
right.
wondering who's the dude in the red cape and the red kufi. I think that's what they call those hats.
Yes, yes. Yeah, so Obadiah, man, we're gonna find you see in the second episode, that's when Obadiah is introduced. But we kind of got an idea from the trailer who this person was. And yeah, man, I saw Lacey though. She did not want to go back. And Zane, man, Zane was popping off at the mouth. Like, who made
Right.
you in charge? And then your girl, Joan, got caught in a bear trap. I wasn't expecting
Yep.
that. Do you
Hmm.
feel, because we've been watching this since day one, I felt like the pace picked up a lot.
Oh
I felt like
yeah.
it moved very, very quickly. Like it wasn't the regular, like, you know, it didn't take that long, even though the Joan and River scene was a little bit long because she was
Hmm.
explaining, like, I'd never tell anybody the password or the account number and everything else like that. But did you feel like it was the pace sped up a little bit?
Oh yeah, it definitely picked up a whole lot because we got to see a whole lot more in these different scenes compared to the previous seasons. Now we do know that they have a new writer. This episode I think was Mansa or something like that. They do have on this episode, this first episode, there's a new writer. So looked like Tyler Perry let somebody in his writer room to play around with Ruthless. We're also going to see. We also see the how director Armani Ortiz how he operates because we were questioning that like how it's going to be with a whole new. You know, at first I didn't even know that he added a new writer to Ruthless. I knew about the new director. I knew about the director. I didn't know about the produce or the new writer. I didn't know he did that. So I'm like, okay,
Right.
Tyler Perry and team coming through, and stuff is moving fast, fast, fast. It moved fast to where we got to see poor Joan end up getting her foot snatched up in that same bear trap that Malcolm got trapped. got caught up in.
Right. Yeah. I was surprised that was happening. Zane, she definitely was not feeling River. Like I want to be any place else but here with you. Like they was going back and forth like little brothers and sisters. Um, Joan, man, she's in for it, man. If she's back on that campus, man, that man gonna find out. The highest is gonna find out. And I think you said it in your video earlier that yeah, he's gonna find out that she been ciphering this money, and I think he's gonna take her out once he gets the passcodes and the account numbers. And I think she's gonna give it up because I think she feels like she is about to go to the Raku. Like if they don't help her, she's losing a lot of blood. That's why she fell out. You know what I mean? So,
Yep.
so I think she's gonna give it up, and he's just gonna be like, that's it. Joan is out of
Yeah.
here. Did
Yeah.
you
We
think?
also. Oh,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Go ahead.
Did you think when Elder Mother got popped in the hand that was it?
Hell no. That was so funny to me. That was hilarious that they allowed her to get a little bit of an injury, a little war wound. Now she got some bragging rights. So
Right.
she can say that, oh, I was there and I fought for the highest. And
Right.
you know how Elder Mother Marva does, Elder Mother Supreme. She that's her bragging right. She got a war wound now. She was fighting for the highest. And even though the highest told her to take her behind back on the compound, she
Yep.
went out into the wood line anyway to, quote unquote, fight for the highest, and she ended up getting
Yeah.
popped.
Yeah, Manny, scumbag Manny was trying to stop her. He's like, yo, what are you doing? They got guns out there. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you trying to? We're gonna fight. I'm like, yo, she's still a little drunk
Oh yeah,
because
she was definitely that moonshine was still kicking in her system. She,
man,
Elder Mother don't drink just a little bit. She'll drink a whole jar.
and
So
she,
she
I mean,
definitely
she
was a
didn't.
little lit.
Yeah, she didn't get that much rest, and she's just like, we're gonna fight for the highest. All praise the high. I was hearing a whole lot of all praise the Raku, all praise.
Mhm.
Like it's more chants than I've ever heard before in one episode, dog. This is crazy.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they definitely were playing it all the way out. Like they're trying to brainwash us. Like it wasn't just brainwashing the people on the television screen. It's like
Oh
brainwash
yeah.
the audience. And now I
Brainwash the
can't go to
audience.
sleep. All I can hear is all hail the highest.
Wow. Wow. And the scary music that I got in the
And that
background.
scary music, turn that shit off. Oh
Man.
my
So
God.
I mean, is Daikon back in good graces? I guess he is. But let's talk about Ruth's uh audible plan to go back to the highest, put the money back, and then put on that lingerie and get bucket naked. And
Yep.
them have that little threesome. What
Yep.
did you think about that?
Well, that was the only way to calm the savage beast by giving him some. So Ruth did her thing. She I knew she was gonna come. She was gonna create some kind of excuse as to why or how, just a way to make it seem as if she had nothing to do with anything that went down. And then for Daikon to find, even though Daikon was like not trusting her and telling the highest, don't trust her because she might be in on the shenanigans too. She tried to take your money, X, Y, and Z, you know what I mean? But the highest was like, bump all that, get naked, all both of y'all. We about to get it in. So that kind finally got his threesome. I don't know how long that's
I
gonna last
know.
with him, but they finally got one. They could at least gave it to us. They could have showed us how
Nah, they
much.
wasn't gonna get it. First they not done. Nah, they
Just
gonna do
about
it.
3 seconds.
I mean, at least we got a side boob of Ruth. That I was happy with that. You know what I'm saying? I personally thank you, Melissa. Thank you for Melissa. I mean, they blurred it out so we ain't see the areola, but I was okay with that. You know what I
Can we
mean?
get some ball sacks in if that's the case?
No ball sex. Sorry. This is not power ball
Oh
sex.
my
No ball
god.
sex.
I
But
know.
anyway, I was again. There was a lot of surprises that I was not expecting. I was not expecting that threesome. I wasn't expecting all of that. Like I thought that Daikon would have been like, "Nah, I want to be with you," because your boy was so happy that he gave him a kiss
Mhm.
for rescuing him.
Right.
So I thought it was just going to be Daikon and him again. And I'm like, okay, thank God it's not just Daikon and him. Thank God Ruth went back and she was looking good. I felt like the way it was a little darker than usual. I
Mm-hmm.
felt like it was shot differently. I felt like the directors and whoever was filming it, definitely it was different than what we normally saw. So I kind of saw that as well. Did you anybody, if you're just joining us, definitely hit that like button and hit that subscribe button if this is your first time. If you have seen episode 1 of season 5 of Tyler Perry's Ruthless, definitely chime in below. Let us know what were the scenes that stood out to you from what you remember. This is just the first reactions to episode 1. And if you want to talk a little bit about episode 2 from what you saw, you can do that as well. Doesn't, because this is just first reaction. We'll be back
Right.
next Wednesday to talk about it all, and we'll figure out how to break that down. Because yeah,
I know, 3 whole episodes. They
we
did it.
go.
They gave us 3 whole episodes. So if you tapping in right now, just be prepared because they have given us 3 total episodes for Tyler Perry's Ruthless from season 1. So I was excited about that, and I'm mad that it's so early in the morning, but because I got to go to work in a little bit, but guess what? I'm gonna still watch the rest of it.
Thank you for being a true Raku soldier,
Yes,
staying
definitely.
up. First reaction for the people, right? So if you're out
Absolutely.
there and you're staying up with us and you're still watching episode 2 and watching episode 3, listen, we didn't get to that yet, but we wanted to come to you and just share our excitement that it's back, and it's back early. Like, this is kind of weird for me. The last time I remember it being in August was what, 2 years ago, maybe
Right.
a,
Long,
a while
not
ago.
even. Yeah, it was always like November, December though. I honestly don't
Yeah,
ever remember it coming out in the month of August. So I guess like you mentioned a while back that I think they're trying to play
yeah,
catch up because they were so late on giving us the season back or season 4. They were so late in giving us part
yeah.
2. So maybe that's why they're trying to play catch up. I ain't arguing with them. And
Right.
you mentioned the darkness, the darkness in the you can see the darkness. That's honestly, if you've ever watched the film on BET Plus called Perimeter, that's
Uh-huh.
so far that's what I've seen Armani Ortiz. That's his style. Like his stuff looks
Okay.
dark.
I
So
like it. I like it.
I mean, I'm like, okay, okay, I see where we're going with it because it's dark. Ain't nothing bright about being on the Raku, and
Right.
so I mean,
I'll say
I,
from a cinematography standpoint, it was dark, but it was well lit enough in certain areas. So when they like let's say Joan and the rest of them was in the woods, like I could see them clear as day. So the way that they shot that, it was like, okay, very clear. I could see them, but it's super dark around them. Like they really did a good job at capturing, everything that they needed to, including I'm looking at the slides, I'm looking at
right,
my
yeah.
slides, including, when Jones stepped into the bear trap, like
Right. That shit
we
was
can see it
illuminated.
all.
Like you could see that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can see that as clear as day. So
And for
yeah,
anybody
yeah,
that's checking it, that's tuning in, the reason they were in the woods is because they were supposed to be headed to a bank. And I guess Joan was going to go and try to withdraw some of or withdraw the money that she had taken. So that's
yeah.
why, since you mentioned the woods, that's why they were walking through the woods. How you gonna go in the middle of the woods to find a bank? Barely
Right.
any
Like,
light, but okay.
I mean, the what was on their mind was getting the money, and more so
Mhm.
than, I guess they was like, well, we escaped. Next step is let's get the money. And it's like, dude, can y'all get further away from the campus first? Can y'all find
Right.
like, like civilization first before you start thinking about a bank?
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure
Yeah.
you're far away from everybody. You know what I mean?
And that's
Um,
always been their downfall. They too
yeah,
consumed with that money instead of trying to get off the compound, especially River. Like his biggest thing, he will stop all traffic if he don't
right,
have any money. And so,
right.
because that was the problem with what happened with he and Peter. He didn't want to leave because he didn't have the money.
Yeah,
And same thing with this situation. And FYI, y'all, Zane and Lacey was like, "Bump Joan, we out of here."
Oh yeah.
And so they end up going in one direction and end up meeting up with Ruth. And then Joan, of course, by her being injured, of course, like you said earlier, Jay, Manny was the one that pulled up on River
Yeah.
and Joan and actually spared them for the moment. Now I don't know how long this lie gonna be able to stand, but I can't believe Manny actually tried to help somebody.
Yeah, yeah. He had no other choice. What else could he do? He could have just let her die. But shout out to whoever, I forgot who it was because it's so early and late at the same time. But shout out to whoever said, and I think it may have been EJ, you know what I'm saying, said that, yeah, it's going to be Roos. He's going to pick up the girls and take them back to the campus. I
Yep.
think it was
He did.
EJ, you know what I'm saying? So
Of
shout out to,
course, that's the
yeah,
EJ is definitely the ruthless investigator. So she
yeah,
picked that up real good.
yeah. She put it out there. So, yeah, that definitely came true. And I think a couple other people mentioned it as well. I was like, yeah, they're going to pick her up, whatever, or they was going to get captured. So, yeah, man, this was a good start. And again, we just want to give you our first reactions. You know what I'm saying? The Ruthless Roundtable will be back next Wednesday, fam. Next Wednesday, we will be back in full effect. So get ready for that. Your number one source for Ruthless exclusives will be back to break down 1, 2, and 3 somehow, some way. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. Even if we just kind of like point out the highlights, maybe not go scene by scene. We'll figure it out though. We'll figure it out. But anything else pops in your head, I know it's late and early at the same time. We don't want to be on too long.
Yeah, Fendi my child. Fendi my child. That freaking now I had to Google it because I was like, what the heck is you know what I mean? Like what the heck does
Yeah.
that mean? So we find out that it's a orchestra or not an orchestra. What do they call that? It's a damn. I'm sorry, y'all, but it's by Don Giovanni. He does opera, and when you listen to that song, they're going to play that song, "The Torture to Hell," out of George and Lewis, and
Okay.
that that mess that you. I don't know if you got to that part on the second
I
episode
haven't.
yet.
I
Okay, I'm
haven't.
gonna be quiet
Spoiler
about it, but
alert.
that you go see spoiler alert. My bad. It's some shit that's gonna drive you. It's some stuff that's gonna drive you crazy, y'all. So just be
So
prepared.
it's an orchestral piece, is what you wanted to say.
Yes,
It's an
yes.
orchestral piece by.
But it's an opera. No, the opera has the singing in it.
Okay, yeah.
So it's I don't know what the hell an orchestral piece is, but opera is definitely opera because it's singing and it's
Okay,
also telling a story.
got you. All right, all
Yeah,
right. So that's the name of episode 2.
that's right. That's the name of episode
Got you.
2.
Okay,
So
okay.
be
So I'm gonna
prepared.
finish up episode 2 and episode 3, and definitely get my recap going for episode 1. So look out for episode 1 recap later on today from your boy. And Tika, what's your plan of attack for these first 3 episodes as far as recaps are concerned?
Well, I'll have all my recaps done pretty much today. Well, sometime after 6, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll have all my recaps done. Um, and then y'all just stay locked in and be prepared for the Ruthless Roundtable because it's going down. It's going down. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. A
We got
lot of stuff to talk about.
a lot, because I'm gonna watch it again and
Mhm.
again and again. And then we got other shows that we gotta cover as
Okay.
well.
Yeah, we
But
got other shows.
yeah, we got other we got other shows to do. We got family business. We got you got bruh.
I
I
got bruh.
mean, we
Mhm.
got some stuff. We got some other stuff to get into. So definitely want to just give our first reaction to this. Strong start as far as that first episode. Second episode looks crazy. Third
Yep.
episode, I'm sure, is going to be even crazier. So definitely lock in, family, with your girl Tika Deshawn, all things Ruthless. Lock in with your boy VKJ TV. Again, that Ruthless Roundtable. We will be back in full effect once again Wednesdays. On Wednesday, I believe it's going to be 8:30 Eastern Standard Time now. As we moved it up a little bit because we're going to be joined by Candy Love. Candy Love's going to be joining us. So, we're going to have another person, a fourth wheel, you know what I'm saying, to complete the Raku ride. So, family, Any last words, Tika? Any last words?
Listen, thank y'all. Thank you for making sure I was here.
Yeah.
Because I was so engulfed into that second episode.
Yeah.
But you guys, just so y'all know, the first episode is like 40 something minutes. So don't expect it to be a full 60 minutes. It's about 40
Yeah.
something minutes. And then you'll roll into the next episode. And then the next episode after that, you're going to get 3 total Ruthless episodes. So make sure you guys are locked in. Again, thank you, Jay, for having me here. And I'm
Absolutely.
just looking forward to the rest of the weekend because it's gonna be crazy. We got a lot of stuff going on, and I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to it all.
We sure do. We sure do. Well, again, thank you for coming on. Thank you for hanging out with your boy. It's only 1:37 my time, but I know it's 4:37 your time. So you are committed Raku soldiers. A shout out to you and everybody that came to hang out with us live. If you are watching the replay, make sure you put hashtag replay so we know that you are watching the replay, and definitely drop your comments, your thoughts below on that first episode and any episode. We got 3 episodes, so if you want to drop it in the comments, you can do that as well. And then we'll be back again. Once again, we will be back with that Ruthless round table. So get ready for that because we got our work cut out for us, Tika.
I'm ready though. We
I
know how
know.
to do it. We know
We
how to
know
do
how to
it.
do it. That's right. We're going to knock it down. Make sure you check those recaps. And yeah, let's keep it going, fam. We appreciate you. So we'll see you next time right here on the Ruthless Round Table Late Night.
Stay ruthless. Oh God.